Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card winner go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And there's ball 1.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Too high. Ball 3.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. And he lays off there 1-0. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the payoff pitch home. Catches the corner. Got him looking.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Striding into the box, Luis Liriano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. This year against right-handed pitching, Liriano is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Yee moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins nothing. Digging in, Edwin McGowan comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Edwin McGowan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Number 7.
A ball and no strikes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
A ball and 2 strikes now. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in, David Big Dog. He flew out in his last at bat.
Big Dog.
First pitch on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Stepping in, David Vargas. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Marlins, and it's going to be for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, Hero, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Ingram. 1 down. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. So digging in now, Jake Sumner. First pitch coming. Here it is. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box, Bernardo Escobar, runner
Now
in
batting.
scoring position
The
with
left
2
fielder,
gone.
Bernardo
Vargas at second
Escobar.
with 2 down. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. And it's fouled away. Heading out towards shallow right. Farron moving in. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins nothing. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Johnny McLeod, will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Luis Liriano is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Now batting.
Into the box, Edwin McGowan. Castro is up with it.
McGowan.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. David Big Dog will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Liriano fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Now in the box, Brooks Lutz. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. Standing in, Alexis De Silva. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Digging in and looking for more, David Vargas. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Ingram is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins nothing. Digging in to try it again. Harry Worth. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Harry Worth.
First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category.
The shortstop.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Here it comes on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home.
Nope.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Fouled off. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
So striding in, Bernardo Escobar, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
A ball and a strike now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. 1-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 2-2. And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins nothing. Coming to the plate now, David Big Dog. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Lee Bloom is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed, strike 3.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Batter number 1, second base.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Luis Liriano. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Well above the letters, as it looked like the knuckleball slipped out on him that time. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 to the left side, but it's well fouled. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Looking to send him packing again. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Up next for the
Stepping
Marlins,
up now, Edwin McGowan. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, and they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Miami down to their last strike. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. David Big Dog earns his 25th win to lead the league as he allows only 1 hit in 9 full innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes.
Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. It's the one-game National League wild card playoff between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, I really love these one-game wild card matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I got to tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the wild card playoff on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Philadelphia Phillies.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today. They're going to have the test of facing the old knuckleball. Some of these guys might knock on the manager's office and ask for the day off. That's what I would want. It's like trying to hit a paper airplane. The old adage is see it high, let it fly. See it low, let it go. You'll see a lot of chases in the dirt, and this pitcher's going to let you know real early if he's got the good one working today. Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you can pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
Stepping in, Chris Malloy. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The right fielder, Chris.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball one, and we're officially underway in Philadelphia. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And this is taken in for the second out. The next Cub up, Jacob Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Big Dog is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and then we'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Leading off the inning, Guillermo Chavis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Brian Moroa, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So in now for Chicago, Rafael Cortez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Pitcher David Big Dog steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Malloy. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Frank Bernstein. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd.
Bernstein.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Steve Muriel. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Franklin Belliard, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cubs nothing. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Malloy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Into the box, Cameron Thompson.
Now
as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. The 2-2. Popped him up. Reyes in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track. Digging in for his second at bat, Jacob Hernandez.
The third baseman, Jacob.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knuckleball right over the middle of the plate. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, David Big Dog. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Big Dog.
From the stretch. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Thompson. Scoring. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the runner from first comes around to score.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Maraville. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Maraville.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. First pitch of the at-bat. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. This is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there.
So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. First pitch coming. Here it is. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
The 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Coming to the plate now, Steve Muriel.
Now batting. Second base.
It's a pop-up now.
Muriel.
Reyes is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cubs nothing. Now to the plate, the pitcher, David Big Dog. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Another good inning. Dominic Bender will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 40, Dominic Bender.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
First pitch on its way.
Right fielder, Chris.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Cameron Thompson is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-2 once more. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs nothing. Ready once again, Jacob Hernandez. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. And the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Standing in now, Guillermo Chavis. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Count even at 2-2. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Ingram sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Had a long way to go to make that running catch, and here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it, showed nice closing speed, and ended up running close to 110 feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. Into the box now, Brian Moroa, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Farron is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 7 no-hit innings now as he closes in on his masterpiece. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Phillies 5 and the Cubs nothing. Digging in once again, David Big Dog. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First offering on its way. Line towards center field. Thompson will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run here on 1. Now batting, Rafael Cortez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
In now, Frank Bernstein. And he puts it on the ground to second. Maraville comes up with it. And quickly there are 2 away.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
At the plate, Steve Muriel. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. And that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. Cubs are down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. At the plate, Andy Smith. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Andy Smith.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Ingram on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Chris Malloy. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the 9th inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the 9th inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Chris Malloy goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Cameron.
First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. The knuckleballs is out pitch, but it misses 2-2. Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Swing and a miss, and he's got it. A no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show. And he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League wildcard game.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 6 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. They left 9 runners on base.